Told you it's the fall season. We starting on time, 7 a.m. It's after Labor Day. It's after football season on start. So that means we're going to start the show on time. No music. No music. You know we can't play the music no more. No music. No music. No music. No music. No music. Welcome to Motivational Mondays. No music. No music. No music. No music. Welcome to everybody on the other side. No music. No music. We are starting on time. For the fall season. 7 a.m. My friend. No music. All right. Welcome to the show, guys. God bless. It is Motivational Monday. Get your asses up, man. It's time to have a productive week. It's a Motivational Monday. It is Monday, September the 12th, 2022. 1 minute after the hour. Welcome. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Wake Up Team. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Come on, let's clap. Come on, guys. Come on, let's clap. Thank God we are alive this morning. The chat room's wide open, or please call in 570-982-6950. Hold on. Broadcasting live, iHeartRadio, radio.com, guys. Shawn Harvey Morning Show.com. Yeah, good morning. Hold on a second, B. Shawn Harvey Morning Show.com. We on all major podcast platforms, guys. Please just Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. All the links come up, guys. On all social media platforms as well. So from the TikToks all the way down to the YouTubes, all the way to we on social media in Africa. All those social media sites. Just Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Every link comes up. We truly appreciate you on YouTube this morning. Shout out to all my riders over there on YouTube. We truly appreciate you. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everybody. Join our group, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team Group. We really appreciate you. That's on Facebook. And we're on Facebook this morning. So please go to our business page, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team business page. And like the page and you get notified when we go live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. We truly appreciate you. This way you get your morning love. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Be love.
Be love. What's up, Shawn Harvey?
God bless you.
Happy Monday.
It is good to hear your voice.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. How are you today, sir?
Oh, I'm good. I'm real good. But listen, before I want to ask you how your weekend is, but because we're gonna deliver that smoke today, okay?
I'm always down for the smoke.
We're gonna I'm gonna ask you how you feel, and then after that, we're gonna deliver that smoke. We got a few things we want to talk about. Roommates with benefits. We'll talk about that. Okay. Roommates with benefits. We're going to get into that a little bit. B, I got a question for you. Are you ready for some football? Yesterday was opening season for football. Or at least the main day of it. You know, Thursday they play a game. I think they're playing tonight, but yesterday it was football. And another thing before I ask how you feeling today, B, because I got to run over and get the other microphone. Next question, what we talk about today, did we forget B, did we forget about 9/11? I don't know.
Oh, man.
We're going to talk about B. Hold on.
Like, went right under the carpet, right? Like, it just was like, right out the door.
I don't know. We're going to talk about that. And also, we're going to talk about Side Dude passed away. So, guys, we got an exciting show for you this morning. But before we get into all this morning smoke, B-Love, how are you and how was your weekend?
My weekend was amazing. I'm super blessed. Thank you for asking. And, you know, I'm ready to get into the smoke. Let's just talk that ish. Because I like all your topics.
I don't know, B. You know, Harvey delivers a different type of smoke.
That's okay. I'm all for it. I'm for the smoke.
Okay.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was absolutely beautiful. You know, for me, be every day, and folks that know me and know, of this show and know how I get down. Know that regardless of what I go through, it's always truly a blessing because it could be worse. My attitude is definitely a positive one. I was very productive this weekend, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm motivated on a motivational Monday. So I've had a tremendous weekend this weekend. Topped the weekend off last night by busting a nut. So let's clap for that.
Yay!
Okay.
We're always happy about that.
I'm a married guy, so you know what it is. One vagina. So let's clap for that.
Yay! Yeah. We down for the monogamy.
So, boy, am I so biblical. B.
You are.
B, I'm not woke. All right, so listen. We go. B, I tell you what. Is everybody in that chat room? Is people... B, do me a favor. See if there's people on social media, because I don't even know.
I'm jumping on right now.
Okay,
I see 8 people in the room. Yeah.
Okay. They go. Y'all come on and gather in on a motivational Monday. And the first story, be the first story this morning, boy. We're gonna talk about this smoke, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you know how I give it up. So here's the first one. You ready for this, B?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. So, woman faces life in prison after killing another man while trying to run over her baby father. Believed he was creeping with her sister. We're going to get into that in a minute. Oh, it's very interesting. Here we go. I'm going to run the story in a minute, okay? Woman faces life in prison after killing another man while trying to run over her baby daddy. Believed he was creeping with her sister.
An unfaithful neighbor.
Let's deliver this smoke. Hold on, let me get to the story.
Accused of intentionally plowing down her boyfriend with her minivan in a Kroger parking lot. She also hit a pedestrian who later died. WCPO 9 News reporter Whitney Miller was there this afternoon as her charges were announced. Whitney.
Let's listen, B.
Yeah, Tanya, Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Dieter says it was jealousy and rage that led 24-year-old Tavia Chapman to put her foot on the gas. Now she's facing life in prison.
Wow.
I'm a little frustrated.
Thursday, Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Dieters laid out what he believes
Let's deliver that smoke
of an innocent man last month in the Spring Grove Village Kroger parking lot.
She took this 3-ton vehicle and plowed into him and plowed into Christopher Griffith, a innocent man on a cane walking across a crosswalk.
Dieters released the surveillance video of the crash. He says 24-year-old Tavia Chapman was angry after she found out her boyfriend wasn't being faithful.
While he was in Kroger's, she apparently went through his cell phone and believed that he had been in an inappropriate relationship with her sister.
Smoke!
Punishment, getting plowed down by her minivan.
One of the more disgusting parts of this thing is that after she plows into these two people, her car was disabled. She exited the vehicle, leaving her 8-month-old baby in the car, and proceeds to go to her boyfriend and start beating him after he's been run over by this car.
Griffith later died in the hospital from his injuries. His brother Greg told us he wants Chapman to pay.
I'm just devastated by this, and I want her to be punished for this.
Chapman faces life in prison. Among her charges are child endangerment, murder, and attempted murder. Prosecutor Dieters commenting, what this woman did is sickening.
I just don't understand why this had to happen at all.
In downtown Cincinnati, Whitney Miller, WCPO 9 News.
A lot of smoke.
Sounds like everybody got it that day. Everybody got it that day.
Ooh, Tavia Jackson, a 24-year-old African American. If you could go on my Shawn Harvey morning show. My Instagram page. Go to Hard Funny on Instagram. You can see the video. Tashia Jackson, if I'm saying the name right, 24-year-old African American woman, lost her mind, and you can see the clip. He's coming out of the Kroger's, or what? I guess that's a major supermarket out there in Ohio, right? Mm-hmm. He's coming out. He's coming out, right? By this time, she done already went through these text messages. The moment she sees him, B-Love, you can see that she's about to do something crazy, right? But before she does something crazy, B, check this out. Another guy, the person that she killed was an old white guy. He's walking across the walkway with a cane. Mm-hmm. So he's got the cane, minding his business, going to the store to get some eggs or whatever he's doing. And B, all of a sudden, she accelerates. What the hell? Hold on, B. All of a sudden, hold on. B, say good morning to these people. I got to get the door. All of a sudden, Cindy says she's not coming. She's here. I don't know. But don't worry about it. Just talk to them. Talk to them. Right. Just talk to them 1 second. Just say something.
All right. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. First of all, good morning. I see everybody in the chat room. I see you, Lynette. I see you, Kwani Kwan. I see you, Jim Jewel Miller. I see you guys. Who's at the dentist? My beautiful folks. I see you, Miss Alfreda. Good morning. I see you, Danielle Williams. So Danielle's is at the dentist, guys. Put your prayers up because y'all know a toothache is a bad business. I see everybody. I hope everybody had a great week. Good morning, Felicia Washington Beard. Hi, Shamika.
Well, God bless all these folks. I don't see anybody, but wait. Now, and God bless my beloved folks in the chat room. Remember, this weekend, Ed Lover's going down. Boom. And then on October the 27th, we live podcast for Industry Economy in Harlem. Okay, now, we get into that later. And then the guy, right? The white guy, and God bless everybody in that chat room. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team.
Right now,
please.
Thank you.
Donate if you like. I got a special prize for y'all if you donate. The Donate S Harvey Morning Show Cash App, and then hit the stars option right there on the video. Now, B, the old white, and this is a Babylonian old white guy, right? With the crutch, with the cane. He's going into the store, right? She all of a sudden, you know what she puts? You see the video. She's in a minivan, sort of like maybe a newer version of the Caravan. Remember when the Caravans came out back in the 90s? Mm-hmm. Everybody had a Caravan.
Not everybody, but I understand.
And then what she did, B, right? She accelerates the vehicle, plows right into the baby father. Luckily for him, he ricochets up, down, I guess, into the sky. But she hits the old white guy, the Babylonian. Right?
Everybody got it. Let me tell you something. That was one of those days everybody's getting it. You, sister, if you was there, you were getting it. Babylonian with the cane, you're getting it. Everybody's getting it.
Now,
just saying.
Now, B. Now,
hi, Cindy. Good morning.
I don't know what this is all about, but God bless you, Cindy. So check this out. So, B. So they plow in. She plows into both of them, right? The car obviously goes out of control. It hits a barrier about a few feet away from them. And I think when it hit the barrier, you see the smoke coming out the car because, she hit two people, so there's damage on the car, right?
Right.
B, she got an 8-month-old baby in the car. She gets out the car. This woman is out of her mind. She's 24 years old, Tashia Jackson. God bless you, Cincinnati, Ohio. This is an African-American woman. She gets out the car. The dude, the on a motivational Monday, you talk about being motivated? She gets out the car. The old Babylonian guy's dead. He's done, right? She jumps over to the baby father and starts beating on him. And starts beating on him. Now, Tashia Jackson, my African-American soul sister. And I want to say this before I continue on. All us black men out there, watch your back. Because not only African-American women, but all women, they out here, they killing us. You talk about there's a shortage of men already. Y'all really killing us off now. Hold on. And that's not to negate the fact that back in the day, it was trending when black men and white men was killing women. I get it. That pace has slowed.
No, it has not. It's still going on and still rampant.
Hear me out. So now the trend right now is women are out here slaying the brothers. Wait a minute. Because just 2-3 weeks ago, remember the girl got into an argument in California, went through the light and killed about 12 people. I mean, I don't know how many people she killed, but a bunch of them, right? But here's the irony of the story. Everybody, B-Love's on the phone. Sydney's here.
Good morning.
She looks at, the dude goes into the supermarket. She looks into his cell phone. First of all, ladies, leave those cell phones alone because your feelings are going to get hurt. But I understand, ladies, you got your spider senses. Put a #1 chat room, ladies, if you dare pick up that phone and look through it because your curiosity just overwhelming you. And I'm not talking about the song made by the Jets back in the day. Remember that song? Curiosity.
No, I don't remember that song.
I want to know.
Please enlighten me. I think I missed.
B, you remember that song? Curiosity. I want to know if you be
Never even
my
heard it.
play.
Did anyone
B,
make a remake?
B, have you ever heard that song?
Has
I
anyone
probably know it, but not the way you're singing it, Shawn.
Curiosity. Put #1 chat room. Remember that.
Has anyone sampled it?
Yeah.
Nobody sampled
it?
it?
Goes, Curiosity.
No, okay.
I want
Look
to
at
know
Shawn. He looks all happy
if
singing
you
it too.
be my plaything.
Hey.
Got to take it back to his time.
No doubt. So and thank God for Jesus for that. Now,
Okay.
B, she picked up the cell phone.
Who is this woman?
We played the story. I play it again. Hold on. She picked up the cell phone. Violation #1. Ladies and men, leave those cell phones alone because your feelings gonna get hurt. Your feelings gonna get hurt anyway. Some men are so jealous, and women, that the corresponding message could be just a simple hello, how you doing, what's going on? And it's like, why are you saying hello and how you doing? Now, the sister.
Nah, it gotta be something else.
I don't know.
For
Some
her
of
to
your.
go through all of that. Look, come on, she done ran
Now-
down Babylonian. No, something else is for sure going on.
Now, B.
If I'm killing Babylonians, you know that comes with a heavy price tag, Shawn.
Okay, no doubt. But B, listen, I think the baby mother, who might be facing life in jail at the age of 21, she got convicted for murder on a motivational Monday. Boy, was she motivated. Then she got convicted for attempted murder. Ooh, child endangerment. And let the hits keep on coming. Now, B, I think she took her anger out on the wrong person. Her sister was having sex with the baby father. Her
Right, they should've
sister,
both got
her
it.
own sister, but y'all run around here talking about these men are garbage. Her sister was smashing her baby father. Wow. She was supposed to get in the car, B, on a motivational Monday. Go there and whip that sister's ass.
Is that what she was supposed to do? I thought blood was thicker than water.
Well, she took it to the extreme. She done killed folks, and now she's done, and they ain't gonna take a child away from her. I think maybe she went a little overboard with that. But should that have been a conversation with the sister? Because she read the text message, she blacked out. She didn't even call the sister. She saw him come. She saw the baby father come out with his Kroger bag, with his Twizzlers in his milk, and something for the baby.
It's something for the baby.
Hold
Listen,
on.
we just glad the baby ain't get it because it was real motivated
After
right
she
there.
found
That
out
is
her boyfriend wasn't
so
being faithful.
sad.
While he was in Kroger's, she apparently went through his cell phone and
Who is this?
believed
Oh, been there
that
before?
he had been in an inappropriate relationship with her sister.
His punishment? Getting plowed down by her minivan.
One of the more disgusting parts of this thing is that after she plows into these two people, her car was disabled.
Right.
She exited the vehicle,
Right.
leaving her 8-month-old baby in the car, and proceeds to go to her boyfriend and start beating him after he's been run over by this car.
And the other
Griffin
guy's
later
dead.
died in the hospital from his injuries. His brother Greg told us he wants Chapman to pay.
I'm just devastated by this, and I want her to be punished for this.
Chapman faces life in prison. Among her charges are child endangerment, murder, and attempted murder. Prosecutor Dieter's commenting, what this woman did is sickening.
I just don't understand why this had to happen at all.
In downtown
Where was this
It
at?
said downtown Cincinnati, Ohio, where black women deliver that smoke.
Dang. Girl. That's crazy.
And we're going to move on too, Cindy. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Guess what? We got something else to talk about. We got roommates with benefits. Roommates with benefits. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about roommates with benefits. And we're going to talk about, are you ready for some football? And did we forget about 9/11? We'll go through that. And side dude passes away. Now.
That story was crazy.
But y'all running around here. Y'all running around here, black women and all women, but black women in the last couple of months, y'all been giving up a lot of smoke to these black men.
The people that she hit, she hit her boyfriend with the car.
Okay, here's the
story. And one was just a bystander.
Yeah, Cindy.
The person that died was a bystander.
Yeah, Cindy, you see the bystander guy, elderly Babylonian dude with a cane, walking across the street. See that he caught that smoke too.
No.
And all of this was because of her whorish ass sister.
First
because
of all,
her sister
we don't know
whore.
If it was the sister.
She was reading the text messages from his sister.
They said believe.
They gotta say that.
Maybe they just had a little joke.
No.
She just
and the sister.
That's what you call snapped. That's what you have that show.
She just snapped.
No,
exactly.
She just snapped.
No. Because your women sit here every day, especially in this realm and on social media. You're telling us, men, we gotta do better and put that work in. But you'll always brag and boast of the fact that you are identifiable with your feelings. And hold on, emotionally, we are illiterate. Hold on, and emotionally, we are illiterate as men. That's what you'll say to us, and we can't identify. Hold on, I'm gonna deliver this smoke.
You've been delivering this smoke, I'm sure,
you're
for the
saying
past
that we
half an
can't
hour.
identify, and then I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna let the ladies talk. I'm done. But y'all can't say we can't identify feelings. We are emotionally challenged. We can't identify or articulate the words that are coming out of our mouths. Okay. But y'all out here killing neighbors without thinking about it. And young neighbors, your baby fathers are out here. Baby fathers, be careful. I feel like you're in the Northeast Philadelphia. Fellas, if you're a baby father, a young baby father, not like me, be careful.
Your old ass could get knocked off, is what you saying, Shawn?
I can't. I'm too old.
You catch the smoke?
I can't catch the smoke because my kids are in their mid-20s and late 30s. Ladies, that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Because a lot of y'all talk the talk, or like B would say, let's talk this ish. But what you're doing is y'all out here plowing down the neighbors. I'm done.
Okay, well, you can say that as well if you feel like there's a turn in the tide, but let's not forget the fact that women are still, getting attacked and killed out here at a disproportionately higher rate than any other race for domestic violence and or including because we tell somebody no on the street. Okay, Shawn? So you can take this little isolated incident in Cincinnati, Ohio that this one woman had and apply it, but we still know the majority is men are emotionally snapping out here for more than less than this.
Well, B, we're gonna give you the hold on, B, we're gonna give you the last word on that.
What the lady is not to take away from what Shorty
that's
did,
what you're doing
because she's crazy as hell.
That's what you're doing.
But you're over here talking about that this is the majority and men need to look out. No, women need to still beware.
B, we're gonna give you the last word on this and move on. But I tell you one thing, you are absolutely right. Women been catching it for years. But what the women are doing it now, with the way women are dealing with these men now, everybody's catching it. Usually it's just the man. Usually the man, it's an isolated incident. The man catches it. Elderly folks are catching it. Kids in cars are burning up. It's a lot going on. Go ahead, B. You got the last word.
Listen, I'm gonna just say, act right. If he was acting right and the sister was acting right, nobody would have got it that day. But the fact of the matter is, like Cindy says, we all have our cup. Hers was flowing over. The Babylonian and the baby daddy got it. Hey, it's a day in the hood. It's a day in Cincinnati.
But I'll tell you one thing, what the both of y'all are not addressing before we move on, Cindy J, before we get into the move, roommates with benefits. We're going to give that smoke on a Motivational Monday. What y'all failed to both mention was part that the sister had to play in this. The Horace little
just saying,
slutty
his D game must have
sister.
been
The little.
incredible. That's the only thing I have to say.
The-
His
the-
D game must have been crazy for her to lose her mind like that. Like, seriously?
Yo, but what about the sister?
The sister's going to be bailing her out, Shawn. Like, she's going to be in court every day, just so you know. Like, this blood is thicker than water. And at the end of the day, she's going to be there to support her sister.
Well, B,
So,
B,
somebody got to bail me out.
B.
But you think the baby daddy's going to bail me out? No.
B, I'm going to tell you this right now. The sister needs to be cut off permanently by the, well, she has no other choice. She's going to spend 25 years in jail. The
Right.
sister's going to have to live with this for the rest of her natural life. She's a whore, and everybody's going to know it. And this is never, ever going away. The sister should
We don't know that. We don't know both sides of the story, Shawn. We don't know what she read. We don't know what happened. All we know is she saw something in the phone, which, to your point, stay out of phones, folks.
That's another thing.
Please stay out of phones. That's just a sad situation.
No, stay in the
But
phone. If
stay
you
out of phones.
if you feel like you need to go in there, I mean, of course, how you
No.
deal with it after is the problem. But if you feel like you need to go in there, go the hell in there. Who cares?
Sure you want to look? You sure you want her to get your feelings hurt?
Like I-
have some bail money. I'm sorry.
What? Go through the phone. It's all about how you handle it. If you go in the phone and see a bunch of BS and collect your belongings and leave, what's wrong with that?
Right, but how many of us
That ain't happening
collect
though.
our
That's in
belongings
another
and leave?
world.
I
Let's
don't
just
know.
be
I
honest.
haven't done
Can
a
we just talk
poll.
about this real quick?
I don't
You and
know.
both
Go ahead,
know
B.
that when you go through a phone, your heart is beating, your palms are sweaty, your stomach is in a hole. You ready for somebody. You don't know what you're gonna find in that phone, and all you're doing is preparing yourself to not run over a Babylonian if he's crossing the street, but it may not happen.
But
Stay
B-
out of phones, folks.
But
Stay
B, so
out
see,
of
but you
phones.
right, and you
I say
prove
go
and you
in
prove
there.
my and
Go
you,
in there.
and B, you proved my point by just what you said. You guys in this chat room or anybody that's listening, you're not built for that going into other phone life. You're not built for that. And B just explained it. If you was listening to it, Harvey listened. There's a certain
We not
level.
about that
There's
phone
a
life.
certain.
I've done it in all
there's
my
a-
relationships,
there's a certain
and I've
level-
seen what I've needed
Excuse
to
me.
see.
Excuse me.
So
There-
I'm
excuse
a
me.
proponent of it.
Excuse me.
What?
There is a certain
What?
level of anxiety that none of you and half of you are
Please.
not. Hold on, that are not built for.
Go through that phone.
Boy,
we
that
not-
is bad
we not
advice.
built-
I do it all the time. Because
Don't touch my phone.
And you're lying. They be lying. That's why I do it.
And then guess
Because
what?
you're not gonna sit here and gaslight me, sir. That's what you're not gonna do.
Okay, but then
that's
you-
what you're not gonna do.
But check this
because
out.
I already know.
But check this
I
out.
already know.
So then she went into the phone, right? Talking about gaslighting. She read all this evidence about the sister smashing the baby father. But guess what she did? She killed somebody and attempted murder.
Well, that's
child
her.
danger. See?
That's
doing
her.
it
Leave-
to
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
her.
You're not built for
Listen,
it. If you're not built
I-
for it, leave it alone.
I've been through phones. Am I in jail? Is anybody cut up? No, they still calling me. They still want me to come so I can go through their phone again.
All right.
So it's not a problem for me.
Put a number one.
Sandy's teaching how to crack phones after this.
Yo,
You don't even need to crack it. They leave it open.
Yeah.
They're dumb.
My phone is
they
open.
leave it open all the time.
my phone is open all the time. But I'm saying, put a number one in the chat room.
Have
Men-
some drinks. Go to sleep. Boom. It's right there
Right,
for you.
right.
The whole eye thing, you popping
Yeah.
open eyes and all
Yo,
that.
It's
Put-
nothing.
Recognition.
And not to mention, homegirls want to text
Teach
you.
how to crack a phone.
The side chicks want to text you anyway. So 9 times out of 10, they're going to come to you anyway, woman to woman.
All right, so- All right, so
it
put
always
it-
comes to the like.
Okay.
Go through the phones, though, to speed up the process.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so everybody in the chat room, put a number one chat room. I told you my situation when I went through a phone, I lost my mind. Put a number one chat room if you ever went through a phone. Put a number two. I know we asked this question before.
One.
Put a number. Give me a number.
One,
Cindy,
one.
Cindy, could you give me a number one? And Cindy, where can they donate and Cash App real quick? And then we're gonna move on.
You guys can cash up us at $S Harvey Morning Show. You can also donate to the show through the Facebook Stars Future app. So you can. It's down at the bottom of the
Put
screen.
up a ton of ones.
Put up a ton of ones. Cause
Cindy,
if I have that in a wish and if I have that in my, what? You think I'm gonna come to you and ask you? Please, no. I'm gonna start Operation Phone.
I hear that. All right, so, all right. So listen, before Cindy get into the news, let's clap. I didn't know Cindy was coming today. Let's clap.
Yeah, clap for me.
And let's
I didn't know it was coming.
and let's clap for B Love. Come on, because she's always
Yes,
holding it down.
B.
Come on, let's clap for B.
You always
Hey,
ain't
B,
talking about
B,
that.
roommates with benefits. Let's go, okay? We gonna bring that smoke this morning.
Roommates
Hold on.
with benefits?
We all
Listen
for
up.
the smoke.
Relationship that you're looking for, 'cause I don't know if I want to say that.
He's hurt.
Let's listen up.
In a relationship, but we'll
Y'all
work
are
that out
crazy.
at a later time. But as of right now, it is very critical that I get someone in my household. Groceries high, gas high. Yeah, we'll work it out. Just come on.
What?
Hold
What
on.
was
I
that?
mean, at this point, as high as everything is,
Talk about
I
as high as
am
everything.
willing to have a living roommate that I have sexual intercourse with and help me pay for things. I don't know if I'm quite ready to call that a partner, but we will have some type of relationship. It may not be the relationship that you're looking for, because I don't know if I want to say that I'm in a relationship, but we'll work that out at a later time. But as of right now, it is very critical that I get someone in my household. Groceries high, gas high. Yeah,
That's hilarious. What
we'll
is
work
it?
it out. Just come on.
Just come on.
We'll work it out and let's come on.
That's hilarious.
Things are very critical now. Y'all running around here before we get into some. Are you ready for some football?
No, please. Why?
Are they in chat room saying? People
I have some football news about Tom Brady.
Okay, cool. Roommates with benefits. She said the bills are high. She's willing to, give up the vajayjay for the bills.
She said we'll work that out.
And that's the same thing. And you heard what she said? She said, "Come on." If I was single, I'd be like, "I'm on my way." And you know what? B talked about brother husbandhood. Remember last week?
That's
This
right.
this right here is the real movement. It's a lot of y'all out there running around single. I'm talking to two of y'all right now. And this might be a movement right now. Roommates with benefits. Come on, the average bills is what? $2,500 maybe. I don't know, $2,000. You're busting your ass to pay that, and that's without you didn't even include food. It's $2,000. You ain't even include food. The kids, you ain't include none of that. You're running a deficit of at least $4,000 a month.
What?
And boy, and ladies, and even men, but let's stick with the ladies. Y'all out there, y'all busting your asses, you're making money, you're earning 14 side hustles, and also 2 full-time jobs, and whatever you're doing. And you can't seem to get ahead a little bit. Got to make sure, the stars are aligned, the universe is correct. Got to make sure your karma's good, and if you do all that, you're still $3 ahead at the end of the month. But a little friends with benefits. A dude that comes in there, he stays in his room, whatever, right, B? He's working. He's going to chop down that bill. Say the bill is $2,000. He's going to give $1,000. He's going to give $1,000. There you go, B. You can breathe a little bit. But at the same time, every other, day or every other weekend or whatever, you're going to get slunged out. You're going to get slunged out. And you saved yourself $1,000. This is the new movement. Maybe $1,200. Maybe your quality, my independent, single, black or whatever women out there on earth.
Black or whatever.
Let me tell you something. This could be an improvement in the quality of your life. You got that. Most single women got this stupid one bedroom or 2 bedrooms. That second bedroom is a storage closet. You already know that. Your kids are gone, or they whatever, or they sharing custody. And you have that extra space in your house. My single woman on earth. You're making your little TikTok videos looking crazy. You're putting makeup on your face to make a video, and then you take it off and go to bed. Knock it off. Because that's what y'all doing.
What's wrong with that?
It's a lot.
What's wrong
It's a lot wrong with that. Now, B. Now, imagine, and again, because you're so selective before we move on. Because, Sydney, my question to you is, did they forget about 9/11? We'll talk about that next. B, while you're running around here glorifying your singlehood, all of you women.
We're not glorifying it. It is what it is.
B, let's try a new movement. Sydney, let's try a new movement. Roommates with benefits. B, what's your thoughts? Roommates with benefits. You hear this woman? This woman is pleading. This woman has given up. This woman can't take it no more. This woman don't give a damn about what her girlfriends are saying while they doing after work wine drinking or whatever they do. 2 for 2 tacos. She don't care no more. She needs a roommate, and she's willing to work it out. And you know what she said at the end? B, she said, come on. Woo!
Isn't that what you are when you're boyfriend and girlfriend anyway? Because y'all ain't married.
Right. I'm just like, so the only difference is you're living here?
No, there's a little difference. It's not boyfriend and girlfriend.
It's boyfriend and girlfriend. It's the same thing.
No.
What do you do when you're boyfriend and girlfriend? You don't have no ties to each other, especially if y'all don't have no kids.
No, but they living together.
Boyfriends and girlfriends don't live together. They don't split bills.
Yeah, no, this is different, though. This is different. This is not what she's saying. She said we can work it out. She said these bills. Her main motivation is that her bills are high. She's not being in a relationship with a boyfriend because they're in love and they're trying to get to the next place in some type of relationship. Her bills are high. B, her bills are high. She wants to work it out. Talk to me, B, before I talk to Cindy. Let's do this
like
movement.
Dating today, Shawn. It just sounds like dating today.
Oh my God.
Friends with benefits. Like the only thing is you got to get out. Like I see you when I see you.
Eventually, somebody's gonna catch feelings, especially if y'all are both in the house. Imagine if y'all both work from home, and y'all both roommates, and you're both sleeping together. Like, come on.
Yeah,
but I think
that's a negative for me. Right now, my boyfriend, my roommate would be annoyed. I'm on the phone with Shawn Harvey and Cindy talking ish at 7:30 in the morning. He'd be like, if you don't get out, yeah, no, it's not gonna work for me.
See,
I'm a little high maintenance though, Shawn. You know that.
I think both of you are, and I say this respectively, you're not open-minded enough, both of you. Now I'll tell you why. If Harvey was in that situation, Cindy, remember I was single for 37 minutes?
Right. I remember.
Remember that, right, Cindy?
Woo. It was a whirlwind.
It was
a whirlwind.
That's right. Boy, that did a lot in 37 minutes.
Talk about a rapture of love.
That's right. I didn't even get a chance to sample any vaginas. Now, one that I had to call the cops on. That's Cindy.
See?
It's crazy out here.
Remember, Cindy? Remember, Cindy was on that ride with me. Now, I remember. Now, B. But if I was, let's put Harvey in single world, right? And let's put Harvey in a 2-bedroom apartment, and let's put Harvey in that's going on in that other bedroom, okay? And let's put Harvey at $1,400 a week. That bedroom is doing nothing. I'm just talking about just the rent, CJ. Nothing else, no utilities, nothing. Now let's bump that up to $1,800. Everything paid, right? The room is doing nothing. And I'm a single man, and my kids are grown, right? Here come a productive African-American soul sister that I know, that's a friend, right? And I approach her with, hey, listen, my bills are high. We could work this out. Sex every once in a while, friends with benefits. You can help me, $700, $800. Everyone's comfortable. I got that bedroom in the back. There's no attachments. And then whenever, I could even go as far as you need. If you want to bring a dude over or whatever and smash, I'm fine with that too. But at the same time, we could tap that ass for $700 and everyone's living good. I would be open to something like that. And it's not because I'm a man and I'm horny as hell. This woman is talking about economics. This woman is talking about surrendering to the fact of the financial juggernaut that's got this chick in a headlock. But you'll run around here glorifying yourselves when them bills is busting your ass. Ladies and gentlemen, get a roommate with benefits. B, hold on, B, listen.
I don't want to say that. in a relationship.
Like if it's that
we'll work that out at
Not
a later
you
time.
first
But
you
as of
start
right
out as
now,
a roommate with benefits, the next thing you know you get ran down in Kroger because the nigga went through your phone. I'm just saying, it all leads to other stuff. Just let it go, Shawn. Let it go.
B, you wouldn't be you wouldn't be open to. Hold on, B. Listen one more time. Cindy, what they say in the chat room, real quick.
A living roommate that I have sexual intercourse with, and help me pay for things.
See, pay for things.
I don't know if I'm quite ready to call that a partner, but we will have some type of relationship.
Right.
It may not be the relationship that you're looking for, because I don't know if I want to say that I'm in a relationship, but we'll work that out at a later time. But as of right now, it is very critical that I get someone in my household. Groceries high, gas high.
B, it's very critical that she gets somebody in her. Cindy, it's very critical. She used the word critical. That she needs somebody in the house. Groceries high, gas is high. I'm applaud this young lady.
I say you send me that clip, Shawn, and I'm gonna start shopping, and I'll let you know how it works out next week. I'm gonna see how many takers I get on this one. How about that?
Gotcha. Cindy, before we move on to the next one, anything you like to interject, or you got a story for us, or what's going on?
No,
okay, because
all
right. So then look, B, I want to talk to you about this.
Gotcha.
Okay, because Cindy, I think you might have been like 4 years old when this happened.
Oh, wow.
And I say that respectively to you, B-Love. B, the question is, okay, put a number one chat room if you're enjoying the show. Put a number two if you're not. Welcome to the show. Remember, Comedy in Harlem, October the 27th, live for broadcast, podcast taping. Get dressed up. We're going to have a good time. Cindy, myself, and Miss Miko will be in the building. B-Love, you definitely
I
will
will be in the building for sure.
And we're going to film this whole situation, and then we're going to have a birthday party for Cindy J. Let's clap.
Ooh, so excited about that.
VIP $25, $20 also general admission. Tickets are moving already. Flyer be out this week. I thought it was going to be out last weekend, but, you know, the graphics guys tremendously busy, and I'm not even mad at them. We have the flyer this weekend. Y'all come on out. Watch the live podcast in Harlem. Cindy J, we are coming to New York City. Let's clap.
Ooh.
B, let me ask you this question. Oh, and Ed Lover, that ticket moving fast, guys. Come on. This Sunday, I Am You, 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania. I'm going to have Ed call in this week.
Let's go.
B, let me ask you this question and we move on. The question is, B, did we forget about 9/11?
We sure did. We sure did. And it's so sad because when we think about the impact of 9/11, and I don't even know where you were that day. I happened to be in New York City that day. I can remember like it happened yesterday. You know, all of it, just the plane crashing and then the second plane, like everything. And now it's just like a day in history. What's up with that, Shawn? Why is nobody talking about it? Like it wasn't even like nothing. The news, everybody was worried about football yesterday.
I tell you why. And then we get into, and everybody, you know, we always honor 9/11. We share these stories all the time, and I would love to continue that tradition. I say that respectively, and may these folks rest in peace. Cindy, 40% of them they still haven't found. Well, that ain't gonna happen. They found them like in Brooklyn on some type of rooftop.
That's not funny.
Shout out to you know, the NYPD and FDNY folks for looking for these other folks. B, I tell you why. How many times have I shared on this show, B-Love, that we live in a polarized society? Nobody cares. Everybody gotta make a TikTok. And everybody gotta do a video. And nobody honors this no more. And B, I'll be honest, I didn't even acknowledge it myself on my social media page, and I post almost every day. So I got to put the responsibility back on me. Shawn Harvey, I have to say this, I forgot about 9/11. And then you're right, the football jumped into play yesterday. I'm a big Jet fan, so my season's gonna be over next week. That's another story. But B, I think that we are polarized unless it directly affects you. I was down there when it happened. I shared this story 1,000 times, but I'm not going to get into that. But B, love, I believe that you're right. It's almost, and I say this respectively, it's just something historic that happens that's on the calendar now. I mean, not for the general masses, not for the people that were affected by it. People that are affected by it, they live in this every day. But I think that's what it is. Cindy, did you know that it was even 9/11 yesterday?
Yeah, I know it was 9/11 because when I always like briefly think about it when you notice the date, and it's just like, oh, because that's also my children's cousin's birthday, so it always kind of you think about it. But I mean, it's just like with anything, you're not gonna continue to, you don't want to say dwell on it, but the news is not going to cover it and all that like every year. You know what I'm saying? It's over 10 years.
Beloved, remember when those first few years, like it was on TV, they was reading the names. It was it was a lot, and we was all there to honor it and respect it.
Some people, some stations and some things will probably do like a little segment on it, but it's not going to be, everyday news. They should make it a national holiday, like a Remembrance
Yeah, where's
Day.
the respect? Like people.
I don't know why they don't do that.
103rd, that from one of the tallest buildings in the world, they were jumping off the top of the building. Like, show some respect. And it's so funny because for the first 10 years, when you guys think about it, right? The news would go all in on it. It was a big news thing. They would show the towers over and over. Like, they would just keep showing it, and you know what I mean? Like, it was a whole moment. Now it's just like, oh, that happened? Oh yeah, that's right. Like, if it's not your birthday or if you weren't directly impacted by it, people are just like, to your point, Shawn, we just like, we don't even care. If it's not today, like, we get more excited by the chick who just ran down a Babylonian. Like, it's so crazy. But I think it's up to us, just to keep that remembrance. And I had, like, Prentice was just saying, Lee was saying, like, they usually do the announcements. They read all of the deceased person's names on that morning. We don't even watch that anymore. Like, it's just so sad. We just need to do better.
Cindy,
we really do.
Cindy, why do you think we're so polarized?
I don't think it's polarized. I just think that the media, the mass media, is what controls the flow of the country. They want it like that for a reason. And that's just what it is. If it, everybody knows after a week or 2 weeks it's going to be done and over with. So it's just the way that it is. There's nothing you can do about it.
B, real quick.
And they also don't want people digging because there was a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of documentaries.
Knock it off with the
But I'm
conspiracy.
just saying, a lot of those things came out during and while this was going on. So maybe they want people to forget because they keep reminding people these things are going to keep coming out. Maybe people will get closer to the truth of what's going on and everything that happened.
What the truth is. Listen, no, we're not going to get into all that.
Possibly, but I'm just saying.
We would be thinking about Martin Luther King if his birthday wasn't on a holiday. Let's just be honest. Nobody would even think about
exactly.
Was.
Nobody think about MLK no more.
Okay,
nothing.
so exactly that's what makes you think. They want you to remember what they want you to remember.
No, but this is an individual situation.
It's
I just
not
think
an individual situation.
I don't think the media has. I think like say the people who are directly affected by 9/11.
But that's the only way that you can measure it, though, because you don't know all the people that were affected in 9/11. You don't know what they're doing every 9/11.
I understand that, but like 9/11, especially with folks that were definitely impacted with it, I don't think they need the media to drive the remembrance of their loved ones. I get what you're saying, Cindy J. But I think that again, B, I thought about this morning. I was like, man, like I really did feel a certain way that I didn't. I totally forgot all about it. I did feel a way, but I'm gonna leave that alone and our condolences. But it's just really weird. Now,
do better, Shawn.
Now,
do better.
Well, why
B, wait. Before we go into the next, before we get on to and Cindy's over here having a vacation. Before we get into the next,
you're not letting me talk about anything.
Yeah,
you're
because
just
I didn't know you was. I got to run through all this.
Okay, go ahead.
Before we go in, I've shared my 9/11 story 1,000 times. briefly share your 9/11 story, because we've all shared it. You know, we all been through this, but and I say that respect to everybody's story. But B, you got the floor for the next 2 minutes. What was your 9/11 story? What was going on with you that day before we get into side dude passed away?
Well, my 9/11 story, and I'll make it quick because I think all of us can kind of. We were in the city. I was midtown, getting ready to go into a sales meeting, and before I went in, this is when we had radios. We actually had a radio transistor, um, radio at my desk, and I heard the news. I think it was BLS, and they were playing, and they stopped, and they said that a plane went into the World Trade Center, and I was just at the center like a week before for training, and I was staying at the Hilton, which overlooked the World Trade Center, which was amazing. So I was like, wow, a plane went into the World Trade Center. That's crazy. So I'll go over to the coworker, I'll tell her. Then everybody's like, let's go into the conference room to look at it. The next thing we know that we watched as the second plane went into the building.
That's crazy.
So at this point, the Babylonians were like, well, we're just going back to the sales meeting. I said, the hell we are. I am getting the hell out of this city. I do not know what the hell is going on. I don't know what's next. At this point, they closed down all transportations. No trains, no buses, nothing running. So we start walking towards the 59th Street Bridge. I lived in Queens at the time, so my coworkers and everybody's walking towards the 59th Street Bridge, and we're just trying to figure out how we're going to get home. We didn't really know. It was really terrifying, to be honest, because we kind of felt like sitting ducks. The whole city was on lockdown. We couldn't go anywhere. They wanted to go to a Babylonian's house and just have drinks and snacks. I'm like, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
if I have to swim that Hudson myself, I am out of here. I'm getting to my kids. So it was just, the one thing I will say about New York City, though, is when we're in a crisis like this, we do pull together. Because I remember walking to 59th Street Bridge. No buses were running. I didn't know how I was going to get to my car, which was all the way in East Elmhurst, Queens. And we wound up, getting with somebody who was driving and just saying, hey, where are you going? And he was like, oh, I'm going over here. I'm like, if you could take us the closest to. We wound up pulling together. But it was one of the saddest days of my life. Like, I really was just, it was so eye-opening to see how we are so vulnerable, because the World Trade Center is one of those places where I would go to a business meeting at any given moment. Like, any of us can have been there. So it was really super sad. I'm grateful that I wasn't a part of it, but it's something we should remember. Right. So, Shawn, thanks for bringing it to my attention. I thought about it yesterday for a minute, but I really do need to do better about, remembering, because it could have been any one of us in that building.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was the scary part. So that was my story. I'm grateful that we're all here to talk about it, but we do need to do better about remembering. Because, again, people were jumping off of those buildings. That's crazy. Well, wow. So, yeah.
Well, B, I'm glad that, hold on a second. I'm glad that you wasn't a part of it. She goes, I'm happy I wasn't a part of that.
Serious. I wasn't there for that show. Thank you, brother.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad we all weren't a part of that, and rest in peace to all the others. Cindy, before we get into the news, I know you got some things. Let me just charge this phone up over here.
Charge my phone.
And let's clap. B, let's clap. B loves on the phone. Jesus Christ.
Yay!
Yay!
I
Love
you
you,
hanging out with us. She always has so much to bring. Okay, I can plug it in for you. That's fine.
I'm old.
We're plugging in the.
Helping at all.
Cindy, I'm old. Okay. Cindy, question before you get into the news. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ready for this one?
Okay.
Should a man be happy if his wife's side dude passed away? Since you women are tuning us the way us men feel, I would respectively ask two women, how would a man feel, since y'all know how we feel already. Cindy, should a man be happy if his wife's side dude pass away? Listen. Hold on. Here you go.
You have something?
Yeah, I got something.
Oh, okay, you have something.
Having a secret relationship behind my back.
Oh, it's going to be some Cindy, it's going to be some language in this video. B, it's going to be some. Guys, a little language, okay? Mom, close your ears.
Sorry, Mom.
He ended up leaving her and all the stuff when he got sick because, she's all about herself and he had to focus on healing, but he never healed. He died. And, she put up a whole post on Facebook saying how she met some and da 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 da. And I felt a certain way. I felt a sense of satisfaction, honestly, when I found out the news. I felt the fucking sense of satisfaction. I said, good riddance. I said, that's what you get. That's what you get for fucking sneaking off and meeting with my fucking wife in the middle of the goddamn night while I'm here with our kids and she's fucking acting like she's at work meetings and shit at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. I felt a certain way about all of the fucking messages I found about her fucking degrading me in light of this man. I felt the way. I did.
What is he on the side of the road?
Yeah, he's on the side of the road.
Today I found out that the guy that my ex was having a secret relationship behind my back, the one that ultimately broke up our family and everything, he died. He died of cancer. Now, they wasn't together at this point. He had got sick of her shit, too. And he ended up leaving her and all the stuff when he got sick because, you know, she's all about herself and he had to focus on healing, but he never healed. He died. And, you know, she put up a whole post on Facebook saying how she missed him and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I felt a certain way. I felt a sense of satisfaction, honestly, when I found out the news. I felt the fucking sense of satisfaction. I said, good riddance. I said, that's what you get. That's what you get for fucking sneaking off and meeting with my fucking wife in the middle of the goddamn night while I'm here with our kids and she's fucking acting like she's at work meetings and shit at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. I felt a certain way about all of the fucking messages I found about her fucking degrading me in light of this man. I felt the way. I did. Today I found out that the guy that
You're talking to a guy that claims to be.
Cindy.
What's going on?
Don't worry about the phone. You worry about too much. Don't touch my phone. Don't even look in it. Big. Don't look at my phone. Don't touch it. You'll get plowed over for real. Side dude or even side chick. Let's stay with the dudes. And then if my wife had a side dude, B-Love, and the dude caught cancer or whatever, got hit by, you know, or was walking walking into a Kroger's and get run over by another woman. I'm glad you caught that one.
Right.
B, you know how I give up. And welcome to Motivational Mondays, guys. We appreciate you. Boy, we are motivated today. B, you know how I give it up. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day to the neighbor that passed away that was slogging down my wife as a side dude. I don't care what part I played in this relationship and this demise of the relationship where my wife had to have an extra size slong in her mouth. Pause. And if I find out about this, I'm going to be hurt. But B, I'm not going to get in my car and plow people over. I'm not going to do that. There's too much vagina out here to be plowing over someone with plowing a vagina over. It's too much vagina.
Right.
And that's what I always think about. Why do something reckless or criminal when there's thousands of other vaginas out here?
Right. That's what I'm
Literally
saying. He was at some
4,000.
race
Like
alone.
you could get vagina at 30 to 14 cents a pound. You can order vagina like you at the deli. It's just nothing. It's really like it's the endless vagina, just like endless shrimp. Bottomless vagina. So Harvey's not gonna do all of that because that's the first thing that's gonna go to my mind. Because even though I'm dumbing it down with my philosophy, what it tells me is don't do anything reckless or criminal because you're gonna be like the rest of them in jail because there's a lot of domestic violence men that commit domestic violence that are in jail looking like idiots right now this morning.
Right.
Why are we gonna do that? Okay, you slung down my wife. I'm hurt. We're going to get other vagina. Now, if the side dude, B, passes away. Welcome to the show, guys. You ever heard that song, When the Saints Go Marching In? Or When the Saints Go Marching In? It's a day to celebrate the death of the side dude. Matter of fact, let's have a party. Nah, this neighbor dead. totally agree. Well, he came out as a punk ass neighbor. Yeah, he destroyed our family. No, he didn't destroy your family, bro. You destroyed your family. That's another story. But there are some deaths, beloved, that your boy Harvey will celebrate. Side dude is one.
Oh Lord.
Cindy, if a side chick died, you celebrating or you a little compassion? I know we talked about this before, but we got B on the phone.
No, I would
and then B will actually laugh.
Before
we get into the news, because Harvey's done.
I guess it would depend on like the circumstances. Like
what's the circumstance?
Because if it was something that
she was putting vagina on your husband's slum. What other circumstances are there?
Because I might care, I might not. I don't know. It depends. But I think I'd probably and also depending how they died. You know what I mean?
They died in a horrific plane crash.
I might be like, oh my God. No, because I might be sad. You know, I'm such an empath sometimes. I'd probably be, upset that they were upset. You know what I'm saying? If it was my ex or whatever. But I don't know. I guess a little part of me would be good for you.
B. Before we ask you this, say my wife came home and said, side dude died. I'd be like, good for that neighbor. Let's go out and eat some dinner. And that's what your punk ass get with messing with them. You better watch yourself when you walk across. You better look both ways when you walk across the street.
Oh my God.
Are you chalking this up to karma, Shawn?
That's right. That's right. Matter of fact, don't even tell me the neighbor died. And you are not going to that funeral. Unlike Natalie, all right.
Listen.
You're going to mourn like a little puppy in a corner somewhere with your dunce hat on.
You think I'm going to listen to you about not going to the funeral when I was sleeping with this man behind your back anyway?
Right.
I'm going to the funeral.
I'm going to the
Then I get a vagina pass. Good. Now,
you probably done already had it. You know I have a side dude and you haven't cheated on me back yet and we still together.
I'm going out to brunch with Diane. Where you going to? In all black? Yes, in all black. I feel dramatic today. Hat and shade? Yes. I never know what may happen at brunch.
Wow.
Right. That's what people they think they can really control people.
Hey, everybody, B-Love's on the phone, Instagram, LGL Talk every Wednesday or whenever she pops up and do it. But B, Max, something. Would you even have, your guy know you got a side dude, everybody knows what's going on. Cause you went through his phone, of course, but you didn't plow him over at a Kroger's.
Right, when he went through mine.
Right. Plowing, that's scary. And B, would you even have enough courage to even tell your man that the side dude died, or are you gonna keep that? How you gonna approach that?
Man, I'm gonna be a whole hot mess. My dude just died. My side dude just died. I'm gonna need a shoulder to cry on. Who else do you want me to go to? The other side dude, or are you gonna act right and just?
Right, you're like you have to act right now. I have no one else to go to. I lost my best friend. Because that side dude would be your best friend.
I need my husband to be my shoulder to cry on. Because my side dude got ran over. And I would even ask, where were you last night from the hours of 8 to 12 p.m.?
Right. What if your side dude's wife or something that they were with killed them? That would be even more devastating. Shawn.
Exactly. So, I'm going to need a shoulder to cry on. That's what I'm just saying.
Shawn, I have one for you. What if your wife's side dude died, but he left her money in his will, like a life insurance policy or money? Would you let her accept it? Because remember, you said if your wife had gifts or whatever from an ex that she can't use it, she can't have it.
I changed my mind on that. Okay, what's your question?
Would you let her keep the money? What if he left her a house and money to her? What would you let her do? Let her?
Well, like the old school song goes, let's celebrate, coming together, loving it. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time with that. With Side Dude's money. I'm gonna get the new Jordans.
But she didn't want you to go to his house. She was like, all right, we can spend the money, but you can't go over to his house.
What do you mean go over to his house?
Like, what if he left her a house, like his house?
Nah, we splitting all of that. We gonna sell the house. We're gonna get the money. We're gonna splurge on this idiot's money, and that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna have a good time. And I'm gonna dance on his mother effing grave. And I'm gonna take a selfie. And I'm gonna take a photo. And I'm gonna put it over there by his tombstone. And that's it.
I would get a divorce.
Moral of the story, ladies: if you're gonna get a side dude, get one with money, so he can leave you in the will.
If my side dude left me money in a house, I'm getting a divorce from my husband.
Really? Damn, boy, you are a horrible person.
I was cheating on him anyway.
Boy.
So do I like really love this dude?
Then that will make
my side dude is taking care of me in the afterlife. He really loved me. I don't know. I might have to reevaluate. Well, the next argument me and my husband get into, I'm gone.
Well, you better watch yourself coming out of a Kroger's in downtown Cincinnati. Because that's total violation. And what they say in the chat room real quick, scene before we get into some news.
So they probably calling me a piece of.
So B, what's the deal? How you dealing with that? That's how you're gonna deal with it? You're gonna let
I'm gonna be a whole hot mess. I'm gonna be like, honey, let's just see what he left us in the will. That's all. Like, just remember, this is a us thing. We a team.
But how would you feel if your husband was celebrated this death like Harvey would? How would you feel about that?
I mean, I could understand. You know what's so funny is I don't think sometimes people underestimate the job of the side people. And what I mean by that is sometimes people are genuinely not happy in a relationship, and the side person gives them that something. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's good schlong, whether it's good, vagina. Like, if my man is coming home skipping and he ain't mad at me, and he's like, yo, hey, honey, I need a new car. Okay. Because he just saw the side chick. Like, we got to time this right. I'm just saying this could all work to our benefit if we're going to have side people. And so my thing is, if my husband comes home and he needs a shoulder to cry on, I'm going to ask the same questions. Does she have insurance? Are you the beneficiary? Is there anything in the will? Because we're going together, just so you know. I'm getting a little black dress out. I'm going to be the supportive wife. And we're about to go handle this funeral real quick.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
All right.
I know that you have a whole side piece. What am I going to do? Not support you? Like, just saying. That's just me.
All right.
The hell with the will. She needs to worry about our relationship.
I just say, ladies, tread lightly.
Sometimes side chicks help relationships. Sometimes side dudes help relationships. I know it sounds crazy, but some people just need that release. And my thing is, if I know about it and it's respectful, I don't know. I don't know that I won't be your shoulder to cry on. That's just me, though.
So before we get into our first news story, I think it sounds like B Love, Cindy J, might be an advocate for the side partner. I think she might, if she's in a relationship and she finds out there's something going on with side with her man, B might tolerate this.
We have to be progressive. I'm just saying.
Oh, let's clap for that thing.
She's changing with the times. She's being flexible.
Yes,
and Cindy, you're horrible.
I have my ways.
Hey B, you gonna hang out with us for a little bit? We're gonna do some news. How about that?
Yes.
And before we get to are you ready for some football? We're gonna do some scores. Are you ready for some football?
I don't have scores.
I got the scores. Are you ready for some football? You want to do it real quick before we?
Stories.
You want to do it real quick?
No, you can give the scores. That should be quick.
Okay. Let's put a pause on quick. B, before I get the football scores, what's your team? Who's your team?
I'm sorry to say. See, I need a side team. I'm a Jets fan.
Me too.
I root for all the underdogs, sure.
I'm a Jets fan too, because I picked whatever team Shawn did.
Yeah, so I
need to go to a game. Do they have Jets games like coming up?
Yeah, they got now
they
it's
got plenty, and the tickets are practically free.
Well, that's good. I need to go to a game.
B, let's clap. All three of us are Jet fans.
Yes.
Yay.
Well, our season's gonna end next week because I don't even know what happened. But here we go.
Right.
Okay.
And Cindy, while I do this, honestly, Cindy, you can segue into the into the Tom Brady story while I just give these scores real quick.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So, Cindy, yesterday was week 1 of 18 weeks.
Wow. It's really long. It's a really long time.
That's not. It's been real. Yeah, it has been a
So
long
I'm
time
gonna need to
for
go
you.
to the bars on Sundays now, like around 4:00, with a jersey on,
Yeah.
Yeah,
with a
that's-
Jets
a
with a
a
Jets
Jet
jersey.
jersey.
Will that be a conversation
Yeah,
starter?
yeah, that will be.
Well, you have to give me some
Definitely
stats,
some
Sean.
I'll give you some stats.
jersey on.
Yeah, and give me a player that I can name and like kind of act like I know what I'm talking about.
Cool, I got you.
Okay, good.
Okay, so week 1 football, guys. The 2022 NFL season jumped off big time this weekend. It was a Thursday night game, but this was the opening Sunday on 9/11. The Buffalo Bills went to Los Angeles to play the Los Angeles Rams, and the Buffalo Bills destroyed the Los Angeles Rams 31-10. Very impressive, Cindy J.
Ooh.
The Buffalo Bills are up there in northern New York. They got a powerhouse football team, and they're also predicted to go back to the playoffs. So shout out to the Buffalo Bills, who, Cindy J, got in the plane, went on the other side of the country, California, where you're going next week, and went out there and kicked some ass, Cindy J. Now,
Okay.
Cindy, that's very impressive that the Los Angeles Rams, Cindy, remember, they got a brand new football stadium right there in Compton, right in the hood, B-Love. That stadium costs about $5 billion to make. And let me just give you an inside story on the stadium real quick before we go to the next story, Cindy. The stadium is located, you got to go through the hood in Compton to get to the stadium, right?
And this is the Raiders?
No, this is the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers. They both share the stadium.
I like that name.
So I was talking to one of the guys, comedians out there in Los Angeles recently, and Cindy, guess what? My African-American brothers and sisters that live in the hood in Compton, you know what they do on football weekend? They rent out their driveways to the Babylonians for premier price, and the Babylonians walk over to the stadium or Uber to the stadium. He said they're charging $200 to $300 to use their driveways. Let's clap for my African American brothers and sisters in Compton.
There are even people.
Entrepreneurship. Excellent.
That's beautiful, and they play every week. There's 18 games, Cindy, right? And
Yeah.
and 2 NFL teams share the stadium.
You know, Sean, there are even people that in different cities, like where there's stadiums like this, they rent out their houses when there's like championships, even for college games and stuff like that. It's a whole thing.
This is one of those things where what they say, location means everything. Remember they say that back in the day? It doesn't mean that
Location,
anymore because of the
location.
internet. But in this case, it reigns superior. My people in LA, God bless you guys. Cindy, they are renting out their driveways $100 to $300 a night. Cindy, concerts and everything.
Yeah, people do that in New York too.
Beautiful.
That is what's up.
For
Yes,
the
that's
Barclays,
amazing.
for Times Square.
If you live in Brooklyn, do y'all do that? I mean, okay. So, okay, let's move on.
We do that in Queens. We used to do that in Queens because there's a big park out there, Roy Wilkins Park, and they would have lots of big festivals, and everybody would park up on the side streets. There was no parking, so we would definitely charge for the driveway. I know somebody who does that today, so I'm not mad at it. Good for them.
Good for them.
Get that bread.
I think of Felicia Washington yesterday, Cindy J, because the almighty Philadelphia Eagles, fly Eagles fly. This is where we live, is big Eagles country up here, and New York Giants are up here too. But the Eagles went to Detroit, Michigan, Cindy J, and remember I was just there like less than a month ago, and all three in downtown Detroit, Cindy J, all 3 of the stadiums are right next to each other, like the basketball arena, the baseball arena, and the football arena.
Wow.
And the Philadelphia Eagles went to Detroit, Michigan, and they won the game, Cindy J, high-scoring game, 38-35. They was kicking the Detroit Lions' ass, and then the Lions came back, but the Eagles prevailed, and they won 38-35. I thought about Prentice. Is Prentice in the chat room? Because I'm not in the chat room at all. I thought about Prentice Cox no pause yesterday because his beloved San Francisco Giants. If you don't know Prentice, y'all know that Prentice is a big 49ers fan, right, Cindy?
Yeah.
They got their asses kicked.
Ooh.
They went to Chicago, Illinois, B-Love, and it was raining out there yesterday. And guess what? The 49ers got their asses whipped 19-10. Cindy, these low-scoring games because of the weather, I think. The Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Cincinnati Bengals 23-20. Cindy J, the Miami Dolphins beat the crap out of the New England Patriots 20-7. So shout out to the Miami Dolphins, right? Remember, the Patriots hasn't been the same since Tom Brady left. All right, so the Carolina Panthers, Cindy J, beat the Cleveland Browns. No, matter of fact, I'm sorry. The Cleveland Browns beat the Carolina Panthers 26-24 on a last-second field goal, Cindy J. Cindy, we had our first NFL tie as well.
Wow.
The Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans finished at 20-20, Cindy J. How did that happen? At the end of regulation.
Don't they have to go into overtime?
Yeah, they went into overtime. Overtime is another full period. So instead of 4 quarters, they played 5. And at the end of the 5th quarter, nobody won, game over. So
How
nobody
could
scored. Nobody scored.
So don't they keep playing till somebody scores?
Not in football. It could be a tie.
Well, that was just a waste of time.
Unless it's like maybe the playoffs or, where they got to play until somebody score. But the regular season, if they play that extra quarter and nobody scores, it's a tie. I don't know if anybody cares about this. The New Orleans Saints beat the Atlanta Falcons 27-26, Cindy J. The Atlanta Falcons had the opportunity to win the game, and the kicker missed the field goal at the end of regulation. He should get fired. Cindy J, my beloved and our beloved Jets, as predicted, got their asses kicked very thoroughly, 24-9 against the Baltimore Ravens.
Disappointing.
So, Jets, I think that maybe, we give it one more week and then we're going to have to check out. Now,
find a side team, Shawn. We need a whole side team. When you want to talk about a side dude or a side chick, we need a side team. Who's your side team?
Nah, I'm just a loyal guy. I'm just a Jet fan. I mean, I love football. I love watching football. I love, if I'm cheering for a team at that particular moment, or who I want a team to beat another team, yeah, I do. I'm with that. But I'm going to just stay. I've been a Jet fan since 74. I'm a die Jet fan. I hope I could win it. I hope they win a chip in my lifetime. It's been 5 generations. I don't know. But, Cindy, guess what?
My side team is the Raiders.
The Raiders? Okay.
Because I like their outfits.
Okay, we like the outfits. Guess what, Cindy? Remember the Washington football team? Remember they used to be the Washington Redskins? And we got rid of that, which was such a racist, so disrespectful to the Indian folks, right? Guess what, Cindy? They got a new name.
What is it?
Their name is the Washington Commanders. Cindy, it makes sense. Washington, D.C., Commanders, Army, Navy, right? Well, guess what?
For all that, just go back to the Redskins.
No doubt. That's funny. The Commanders beat the Jaguars 28-22. The Minnesota Vikings beat the Green Bay Packers 23-7. So I think Aaron Rodgers' career is done. The New York Giants beat the Tennessee Titans, Cindy J, 21-20 in a nerve-wracking game towards the end. The Los Angeles Chargers beat the Las Vegas Raiders 24-19. All these games. The Kansas City Chiefs knocked out the Cardinals 44-21. Now I know why we don't do sports. Now, the last game, CJ, and I'm a Cowboy hater.
Me too.
I hate the Cowboys, and I'm not even in their conference.
Me too.
Well, guess what? Cindy, Tom Brady, 4,000 years old, went down to Dallas, Texas, Arlington, or wherever they play, and beat the crap out of the Dallas Cowboys 19-3. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Dallas Cowboys 19-3. And tonight, Cindy J, the Broncos play the Seahawks. So that's football scores. I hope I didn't bore y'all to death with that.
You did.
I sure did.
I'm Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady, what's up?
He better hope he do what it do this season because it is destroying his home life.
What's going on?
Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen are still at odds over his decision to come out of retirement. Bündchen has returned from her trip to Costa Rica that she took recently this summer. However, she has not patched things up with her husband. She flew back to Florida to be with her children, but hasn't been back to their home in Tampa. Tom is still hoping that they can reconcile. Gisele has told him she's leaving him before, and they always made up when she cooled down. Although the rumors about Brady and Bündchen getting divorced aren't true, multiple reports said that things could be heading in that direction. If Brady ends up getting a divorce because he wanted to keep playing in the NFL, it'd be one of the wildest stories to date. One fan tweeted, "She's definitely mad he decided to play football again. Nah, a heartbroken Tom Brady. Chill. He about to win and lose a ring at the same time." Another fan tweeted, "Brady chose the grind over his family, LMAO." Another fan tweeted, "All because he wouldn't retire." Gisele is reportedly staying in Miami at the moment. The Brady's family home, meanwhile, is located in Tampa. We will see if time will heal these wounds.
B, you still there, B?
Do you think she's overreacting?
Well, I don't care if she's overreacting or not. That she's a billionaire, he's a billionaire. There's a lot of money in stake with this. But it's a shame. Are you really what's her name?
Gisele Bündchen.
Gisele Bündchen.
She's German.
She's German. She's a Hagen-Dazsen.
Oh my God. I don't know what to do anymore.
Hagen-Dazsen. Now, listen, B. This woman should be ashamed of herself.
Talk about who need a side dude. Who's in Miami, Gisele?
Okay.
Who in Miami?
Every gay guy in America is in Miami. Trust me. Listen to me.
Not every gay guy in America.
It's gay guy headquarters. This woman is pathetic. She should be ashamed of herself.
Wow.
She is
She's fed up.
Excuse me. She's ungrateful.
Wow.
Okay? This man has only one life to live, and it's his own. Okay? She can't live his life on. When it's time to meet the pearly gates, you're gone.
And when his old ass gets injured,
so what?
who's expected to take care of him? They have kids. They have things that they want to do. She's tired of this football life. You came out on top. Let's go. We have a family.
Worth $1 billion. And the whole thing is she needs to understand, just like for her when she was a world famous model, people like Tom Brady, and including herself, has to be shared with the world. Tom Brady is not your average neighbor. Tom Brady is a commodity. Tom Brady is a business. Tom Brady is not the type of dude that's going to sit home with Gisele all day. He has no time for that.
Well, you have plenty of other businesses. Be a commentator. Start a school for kids doing football.
He loves football. What is that his punishment? Because he loves football? Oh my God.
No,
you never hear this guy. He's like LeBron James. You never hear the scandals. You never hear nothing about this guy.
But
he
Shawn,
makes great Instagram.
Listen,
he can let him live the way he wants to live.
But his risk of injury is much higher. If he gets a concussion, you know, these athletes, they're having these concussions, and 10, 15 years later after they leave the league, they're killing their families and killing other people. Maybe she don't want to get stabbed in her sleep when she's sleeping next to him. Maybe she's worried about their children who might not have a father, or she has to take care of him if he breaks a leg or doing all this stuff because he's elderly age to be playing football with a bunch of these young kids who want to do nothing but take him out and be the ones on top. You You cannot blame her for feeling this type of angst regarding her husband doing something like this. Not to mention the fact that he made a big deal about himself retiring. Everybody accepted the fact. They had this big thing for him. Oh, his last game. They won a Super Bowl, all this other stuff. Like, this is something we talked about. We planned because it wasn't off the whim. He's doing interviews. They have press. People are asking her, how do you feel about your husband retiring and all this other stuff that she's going through. And then you just totally renege on that and then go play football. We know how a lot of people feel about sports. I'm one of them. And you're risking our whole livelihood for that because buddy, any of that happens to you, all the rest of your businesses are out the door.
Are you finished?
So then what?
Are you finished? Just let me know when you're done. Just let me know when you're done. Because you know why?
I think you'll know when I'm done.
You know why? You haven't been done in a minute. Let me tell you something right now.
And this is what men do because they're a man and I can do whatever I want to do. Total disregard for family.
You talk about these concussions, you talk about football injuries.
Which are very common. Very common.
And they are. But it's not immune to just the older players in football. Young players get hurt.
But we're talking about his old ass right now in his 40s,
and you know
running around on turf, playing football, bro. Go raise your kids.
Tom Brady is the prime example of how someone, I mean, he has the economic means, of course, how someone should live as they get older. He still loves what he do. He loves it so much that he's willing to jeopardize his whole family for it because that's what he loves to do.
Is it worth it though?
Yes, it's worth it to him. It's worth it to him,
okay.
And he has to live his life. And
you better do it, Tom.
If he got to sit there and sip out of a cup with a straw with chicken noodle soup after he's done, then that's his issue. You can't stop a man or a woman to stop doing what they love to do. Obviously, he loves it so much that 40 days he said, I gotta do this again. And what was her reaction? This is what happened. She just, I'm done, or she's upset and she moved away. What if he got hurt? Now you
That's what he wants to do.
Hold on. Now you looking crazy,
what if
Giselle.
He got hurt?
If you're in Miami crazy. Somewhere, you're in Costa Rica, and your husband get hurt. Where's the support? I tell you what, divorce his ass.
She will.
Divorce him and move on and let him go and do what he do because it's hard enough being a football player, even at a young age. This guy's 73 years old. He's like the freaking who's the president's name again? I forgot who's the president's name. Who's
Joe
the president?
Biden?
Yeah, he's the Joe Biden of football. Okay? So he wants to go out there and play football. Let him rock out. Giselle, leave him. Because you don't support this dude. Okay, he changed his mind. That's the worst thing he did? He didn't. So does that mean he's got to get plowed over when he comes out of a Kroger? This man has done nothing to you but been a great husband and a great family man. You can see it all up and down his Instagram page. I follow this dude every day on Instagram. I love Tom Brady, and that's coming from a Jet fan. Please. So if this man could sit there and have a passion for something that he loves to do, and we talk about it all the time in life on this show, and everybody in passing, do what you love to do. Don't worry about what everybody else said. This is your life.
But where
and the moment this guy says, yo, I gotta go back to this, it's a problem.
Where is the compromise though? When does Giselle get to have her husband?
This
free
woman
of all
lives
this
a
extra.
very this woman lives
Money
better.
isn't everything, Shawn.
Beloved.
They've been together over a decade.
Beloved.
She cares for this man. She don't care about all this other extra stuff.
Beloved.
This shows that she cares so much about him.
Then leave him. Beloved. This woman lives better than Queen Elizabeth when she was alive. There is no obstacles in this woman's life. This woman lives a stress-free life. When she gets up in the morning, somebody takes a rag and scrubs her ass.
I doubt that.
This is a woman that floats. This woman floats in the air.
At any moment on that field, at any moment, he could be paralyzed. He could have a brain injury.
That's football. Everybody could get hurt, B.
Exactly.
But that doesn't make it okay, is what I'm saying. Like, you're right. And her concern is ultimately, and stop saying he's a great family man. Her whole issue is that he's not at home. She's taking care of the family and the kids, and he's out living his best life playing football.
Yo, Tom Brady, Tom Brady, what is wrong with you two? Tom Brady is not a stay-at-home guy.
Nobody's saying he has to be stay at home.
He's not the type of guy that's gonna walk the dog in the morning. This guy got 7 portions in front of him. This guy's a business. He has no time for this. He's married to this woman. I want woman to leave this man alone.
So then he shouldn't have got married then, if that's not what he wants to do. If he wants to be a bachelor out here playing football, then he should have did that.
I could see B if he was running around here slugging out everything that's moving. The man is worth. See how much he's worth. I think he's worth $500 million. He could get any slung he wants.
Whatever.
He got, any vagina he wants. He could have a vagina schedule if he wanted. Okay. That's facts. He doesn't do it. He just wants to play football.
He should.
That's why she should leave him. Leave
football
him.
Is Tom Brady's side chick.
Who?
Period. Football is Tom Brady's side chick.
So why he can't
and
live?
Giselle's like, either you leaving the side chick and coming home to me, or I'm leaving you. She put her gorilla down. I'm with Giselle. And I understand what you're saying, but with men like this, he's worth $250 million, by the way. With men like this, it's all about their ego.
Egos. Oh my God, this guy really? It's
you
his
are
ego.
Absolutely right.
His ego. He's
and
the
his
top.
Pride
He's the
and
top
all of that.
quarterback that ever played football. And you saying this is ego?
Yeah.
It is not his ego.
He's
still
already
wants to
done.
play.
He's already reached the highest level that you can reach in your sport, in your career,
Really?
and everything.
No.
Did he?
No, he didn't.
Why? What more could he achieve?
He's trying to achieve to win to this now in this season right now.
To
you
do
throw
what?
all that other stuff out the
What's
window.
the highest,
None of that means
but
nothing.
what's the highest
He's won
level
Super
you can
Bowl.
get to in football?
He won the Super Bowl.
Okay, and he's done that how many times?
About 5 or 6 times.
So what more do you want from football?
He wants another chip. What's wrong with that? Bill Russell won 9 chips in a row. He didn't quit.
Yeah, but how
LeBron
old was he? How old was he when he got his ninth chip?
So what do you say?
Was he in his mid-40s?
So what are you saying, B? When LeBron James is 50 years old and he retires and then come back, his wife gonna have a problem with that, with the life that she living? Because I don't remember LeBron James' wife shooting any basketballs.
LeBron is not 45 years old.
But he's been playing for 20 years
in a high-level contact sport. Basketball is not football.
I agree with you.
In any stretch of
But
the
Tom is not
imagination.
hurt.
So this is totally
Tom
different,
is not
Shawn.
hurt, but he's not hurt. You're putting him being hurt.
He's not hurt yet.
What do you mean yet? What does that mean?
That means there's always a possibility of something happening.
That means you're predicting something that didn't happen yet. He's not even hurt. He played a great game yesterday. You know who got hurt yesterday? B-Love and Sidney J? Dak Prescott, the young quarterback. They ripped his thumb off.
Ooh.
He's done for about 6 weeks. He got hurt. Tom didn't get hurt.
Well, I'll pray.
Y'all talking about people getting hurt. And this guy is not even 30 years old. Remember, he broke his leg, ripped his thumb off. They punched him in the eye. What are we talking about? Tom Brady got a great offensive line. Nobody touched him yesterday. Okay, the guy sacked him 2 or 3 times. What are you guys talking about? You guys are
sacked him 2 or 3 times. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He'll be fine. We have 18 more weeks of sackings. Okay? Like, come on.
He got the best offense. Tom Brady loves his offensive line more than he loves his wife.
And it shows. So there you go. Love your offensive line. I'm going to say a prayer for you, Bo. And Giselle, I'm sure, is at her lawyer's as we speak. Every Super Bowl Sunday, she at the lawyers.
Get half of that 250. Get half, Shawn.
She's worth more.
Getting her affairs in order.
She's worth more than him. He could sue her for child support. This woman's worth $1 billion. She should leave him. I want her out of his life. I want her to be erased out of the equation. Tom Brady wants to play football. He wants to do what he loves the best. And I don't understand why the hell he's got to sit there and be home all the time. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, CJ.
Ooh, Gisella's $400 million.
Okay.
I know that's right.
Right. So
I know that's right,
so
girl.
then leave. Leave. What are you standing there for? We don't need you.
She
doesn't love him.
She did leave. She's in Miami.
Then stay away. Grunching.
She is. She's minding her business.
Stay away. You got $400 million. Go on with your life. He got $250 million. Let him rock out. Shawn Harvey Morning Show.
Yo, you see the problem? The problem is she can't control him, bro. She can't control him. And it's pissing her off. You see how that lady right there next to you is pissed off, and that's not even her husband. You can't control him. Stop trying to control him.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense.
She talking about, oh, he shouldn't have got married if he's gonna do that. No, she shouldn't have married him. She married a football player. Did she not?
He's the
Senny J, I'm talking to you, Senny.
Excuse me, so you have nothing to say about when two people decide to come up with a plan and agree on doing that, and we're supposed to be acting as a unit, and then you go around and decide to do that, you're just going to do whatever you want to do? You don't think there's anything to be said for that?
Playing football. She married a football player.
So what does that mean?
I'm sure if she wanted to get back on the runway, he wouldn't have a problem with that, would he?
She's not going to get a concussion walking on the runway.
No, never mind that.
What do you mean?
She chose to marry him with the profession. He could have got a concussion the second year that he was in the league when they got married.
Okay.
He could have got a concussion the day after they got married.
Okay.
So what you saying?
Okay, so what I'm saying is she has compromised and supported him throughout his career. They came to a decision, and they both said, okay, I'm comfortable with that. Now, maybe he shouldn't have made the agreement and make this big fanfare about retiring if that's not really what he wanted to do. And maybe we'd be talking about this last year. But we're talking about it.
You saw an agreement? You heard about an agreement?
Obviously, was he not doing interviews saying that he was retiring? They were doing a big to-do. You don't think he talked that over with his wife before he decided to come out and say that?
Yeah, but...
Okay, so obviously they privately had an agreement, and obviously he went back on that to just play football.
He can't change his mind.
Yes, you can change your mind, but you're going to have to endure the ramifications that's happening. I mean, these things that are happening, whatever, they're just reporting on it. And I'm just saying, as a question to the general public, do you think that's fair to your partner to decide on something and then just totally disregard that?
She's right. To decide on something. To do what? To live his life?
If you want to act as a single unit and not take into consideration how your partner feels for how you're going to live out the rest of your life, then that is a problem. And of course, maybe divorce needs to happen, but that is really sad. And I think she's justified in being upset or not wanting to be around him right now for what he's putting her through.
Okay, so
because now I was planning on living out my life with this man and us doing what we're doing because we've been happy all this time. I'm compromising. I'm working. I'm doing whatever we need to do. Maybe there's some stuff that she stopped doing to support him and all this. And now it's her turn to do something and him to support her. And he's totally not doing that.
She's worth $400 million, and I want her to leave. Hold on. Immediately. I want you to get out of this relationship. This relationship is not for you. You are wasting time and you are procrastinating. I want you to divorce this guy and get out of his freaking life. He got freaking defensive linemen ready to take his head off. The last thing he needs to worry about is some broad that's mad at him because he's doing something that he loves to do. To this woman, get out of his life.
So
if you wouldn't worried about being sick if your ass sat at home and with the kids and we were going to football practice instead of going back to play football.
Hold on, wait, Sidney, hold on. Princess, you go first and then B talk because I don't want to talk. Go ahead, B.
I'm just saying, he don't need that stress during the season. If you gonna go, just go. And don't put nothing in the media neither. Just shut up and go.
Right. Just get out of the relationship. Go. Leave. Because if this is the worst, y'all sit here and talk about men ain't this, men ain't that, everybody's cheating. If this is the worst thing that this man has done in this marriage because he loves to freaking play football, then leave him the F alone. Because this is the worst thing he's ever done in this relationship.
Right.
I want this woman out of his life immediately. Go.
I want to see his play game when she's gone. Because y'all fall apart. Y'all go brawl until somebody leaves you. And then all of a sudden,
hold on, wait.
Leave. Go ahead, Giselle.
Wait. Go ahead, you go, B. Go ahead. Say what you want to say. Say it again.
I said I want to see his performance after she leaves his ass because guess what? Y'all don't perform when that safety net is not at home. So I want to see how great he is once she leaves.
And you know what? You know what, Princess, and we got Princess on the phone. And you know what? Here's the poetic justice in this. If by some immaculate conception, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win the Super Bowl again this year,
Don't come running back.
don't you? I don't want you on the, City, they got the wives on the podium, all that stupid crap when they win the Super Bowl. Bitch, I want you to stay in Miami.
Exactly.
I don't want, and you know what? Don't even bring those kids. I'll get new kids and new wife. I don't want you on the podium. Now I want to hold on, let me pray to the 17 gods. Everybody quiet. 17 gods, please find it in your way to have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win the Super Bowl again so Tom Brady could take new vagina to Disney World. I want the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win the Super Bowl because if they win the Super Bowl again and wifey's mad, I want you out the door. Please, Tampa Bay, win the Super Bowl. I want you to win.
I can't I can't co-sign for that, bro. I don't want them to win the Super Bowl, but he gonna get new box anyway.
Word.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Giselle.
Yeah, go ahead. Take your tall, beautiful German ass and get out of here.
Later.
Goodbye. Take your Haagen-Dazs vagina and go. Because guess what, Giselle? Hold on, Princess. Here goes some more smoke for you, Giselle. Your sons, who you love to death, guess what? They're gonna play football, dummy. Yo, you think Tom Brady jeans, and Cindy, this model, this chick is like 6'2". The son's gonna be 6'5". You don't think that Tom Brady jean is gonna go into the sun like LeBron James' son? He's going to play football, idiot. You gonna stop your son? No, what you gonna do, Giselle? You gonna stop your son from Tom Brady Jr.? You gonna stop him from playing football?
That makes perfect sense.
Knock it off. Get out of here. Oh, these kids. Tom, get your kids. Tom, make sure you get your days with your kids so they continue to play football. How old are those kids, Cindy? How old are these kids? Because you are corrupting these kids, the Haagen-Dazs.
All you're telling men to do is don't compromise. Who cares what these women say, and do whatever it is you want. Yep. Because if it was a woman who was doing that, then she'd be all types of words in the book, non-supportive, not submissive, independent, just doing whatever she want to do, too ambitious, not here for her children.
That's not true.
It's ridiculous. And when a man does it, of course, as we all know, it's championed. Do what you got to do. Don't let no woman tell you what you going to do. You got to live your life, man. God forbid a woman hold you back from living your dreams when she's been supporting his dreams since he's been in the damn league.
She's been a millionaire
whatever.
Before she met this dude.
The toxic male energy that's coming off of you right now is it's too much. Let me move on. Let me talk about the next story.
Go ahead, talk about the next one. Haagen-Dazs woman, I want you out.
It's too thick in here.
Oh, put a pause on that.
The toxicity is thick. Ooh, Tanya, girl, I pray for you.
That's right. Pray for her.
I am every night.
Right.
Ray J goes ballistic on Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian with claims that Kris made the two reshoot their sex tape. Also shows receipts of contracts they signed. What started off as a regular Saturday night. I don't know if anybody y'all watched this, but I was up at like 2 a.m. watching Ray J go off on Instagram. It quickly unraveled into pure chaos, courtesy of Ray J, who decided to air it all out regarding Kim Kardashian, Kris Jenner, and the sex tape saga that just won't die. After initially alerting his fans that he would be proving receipts to prove that Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian were the masterminds behind orchestrating their sex tape, Ray J made good on his promises and dropped several bombshells. He revealed that Kris Jenner allegedly made him and Kim reshoot their sex tape to make sure that Kim looked her best in the video, or as Ray stated, to give her daughter a better look. However, that was merely just the start of of his hours-long session of spilling tea. Next, he pulled up past text messages between himself and Kanye, showing what Kanye was trying to meet up with him in an effort to secure the release of the second sex tape between her and Kim. He also appeared to be upset with the fact that when Kanye posts text messages on social media, he receives tons of support, but Ray J doesn't get the same love. In the middle of trying to share his Instagram DMs with Kim, it appeared that she blocked him in the middle of it, and he couldn't be able to access her profile. After dropping multiple IG lives, Ray J finally came back with more receipts he promised. He pulled up the original contract he and Kim signed for the release of their sex tape and compared handwriting samples from Kim to prove that not only did she sign, but she also signed for him so that the video could be released faster. In the midst of all this, neither Chris or Kim or Kanye have responded publicly to these allegations. When basically what started this whole thing was their past season 1 of The Kardashians on Hulu. If anybody saw that season 1, they brought up the sex tape again, and there was rumors of the tape allegedly being re-released with new footage. And so Kim then goes on, with her lawyers to say she's going to stop this and nobody's going to, extort her anymore and all this other stuff. And then supposedly Kanye goes to meet up with Ray J and his manager to get the extra tapes and bring them back to Kim, and Kanye saves the day and whatever. Ray J went on his, and then Chris subsequently, I guess she's done some interviews where she did a lie detector test where she said that she had nothing to do with the release of the tapes. So Ray J basically went on his live because he said he's been losing promotional deals because he has his Raycon earbuds and different things like that. Also in the season 1 of the Hulu series, Kim also said, because they were like, well, what more could be on the tapes? And then she was like, I don't know. He could have stuck something up my butt while I was sleeping or something. I don't know. She was making a joke, but Ray J's like, you're basically saying that I sexually assaulted you in your show, possibly. I'm losing different brand promotional deals and things like that because people think I'm extorting you. He's like, and he's like, for the past 20 years, I haven't said anything regarding this tape. I haven't, talked about you or your family disparagingly. I haven't really said anything yet. I continue to be, whenever this tape comes up, I'm always the villain. And he's like, I'm tired of it. And I just want us all to own up to all the parts that we played. And I mean, I always, even when the tape came out, right, I felt like they orchestrated it because right after that, then she got her show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians aired and all this other stuff. So I think that they knew it was coming out, or they knew that they did it, right, and that they were going to capitalize off of it before. That's how I felt about it. But it seems like nothing was ever going to be leaked from the start. They were the ones that leaked it. And to hear that Kris Jenner wanted a reshoot, that's crazy too.
B, before we hear what Ray J got to say, what's your thoughts on this?
I think Ray J needs to take care of his own damn wife and sit down somewhere and relax. Get over it. He's just mad that he's not getting the same attention. Get over it. Go home and take care of your wife. Because didn't his wife divorce him, and then he divorced her, and they go home and take care of your family, Ray J. Go take care of your family.
I don't think that it's necessarily, because I see a lot of people saying that online. He's just butthurt because he's not making the money that they're making. I mean, I don't think that's it. I mean, their family has always had money. They've always been whatever. I don't think they're hurting for anything. And I don't think that I think that every time the tape comes up, it's the Kardashians bringing it up. It's not him.
Yeah, but
and I think that he should stop being the butt of the whole tape. They do make him out to be like he was the one that was leaking it, or he's the one that forced Kim to do the tape. They both did it. So why is Kim constantly comes out with the tears regarding the tape? What are these tears about if you're the one that orchestrated it?
Yeah.
Right. And I completely agree. My whole thing is, to that point, it's not about him hurting for money or anything like that. It's sit down. The more you talk about it, the more you promote it. Everybody's slinging bullets. Who cares? She's a billionaire.
But
he got money.
But is it
this
him?
Is how they operate. They both signed off on it. The fact that you keep bringing it up to show receipts, you're a clown, Ray J.
But is he the one? But is he the one that keeps bringing it up though? When you hear about it in the media, is it him bringing it up though?
Right. No, it has been her. Like, you know, even when she brings
so
it
then
up,
why shouldn't he?
That, but why keep going back and forth with it? Like, if you know what it is, then let it die. Like, just be like, why are we going back and forth? Why are you on?
Because he's losing. Because he's losing money behind it, and I can understand that if he's trying to promote, if he does want to do better for his family and get his money up, he surely can't with this damn tape hanging over his head. Right. So why?
Which she's still getting paid for. So again, I just like sit down, Ray J. That's just how I feel about it.
Hold on, before we leave.
If you know that it's to your point, just be quiet. Just be quiet and go about your business. Everybody needs to snitch to feel justified. You know, I need like August Alsina. I have to say something because, you know, I'm losing opportunities. This doesn't help you either.
But it also doesn't help for Kim to be constantly going around talking about, you know, I have to relieve myself from this burden of having this tape and da-da-da-da-da. And you're getting fame because you're constantly trying to play the victim and you're not the victim. He just wants it to be like, yo, just stop bringing me up about it.
Hold on.
I agree.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Here you go.
Right? Because you was rushing me. So you signed my deliverables. Kim Kardashian got her handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at when you look at my signature and you look at her signature on my deliverables, that shit say sex tape number 1, sex tape number 2, and guess what? The third sex tape or the second they've been trying to play me on, that shit called Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the motherfucker and said, hey, we're going to go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it and made a decision. And then you get on whatever show you was on and take a lie detector test with a fraud. There go the sex tape contract. There it is. Wow. There's the whole thing, right? That's my handwriting. That's it, right? This is the sex tape full contract. They done already breached the contract by talking about it. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. There you go. Let's talk about it. Like, let's keep going.
Cindy, why don't he just sue them now at this point? Why is he talking about it? They said that he breached the contract. All this is set up. All this is just a hot mess. Is he being exploited, Cindy J? I would agree with you.
He said he is going to go to court, so I guess we're going to see.
Yeah, because this is a hot mess. The Kardashians, who Cindy love these people. I got love for them too. I do, but I would love to smash Kim if in another life. And Cindy as well, right? You thought you feel the same way, right, Cindy? B, would you smash Kim Kardashian?
No, thank you.
You're out of your mind. And Ray J, who's also, again, maybe the king of deflection as well, Cindy J. Remember, he had that horrible situation at Versus, and I think because of this, we don't forget about that. That's a good look for him. Yes, it's hurting him financially. I totally agree. Kim is treading on thin water here. With some allegations about some wrongdoings in all these setup videos, prop videos, which now we know wasn't even organic. This was all a production. And what about Kim's mother? Like, what the F? How did you conjure all this up in your mind? Let's have sex. It's almost you're almost like an R. Kelly mother. Like you exploit your daughter like this for the bag. Y'all made 3 videos.
And the fact, and let's be honest, when Kim and Chris and Ray or whatever, when they decided to do these videos, they didn't know what it was gonna happen. They didn't know if it was gonna be good or bad. So none of them were, besides Ray J, none of them really had any notoriety. Kim was just coming on the scene, being somebody's stylist, hanging out with Paris Hilton. Nobody knew who the hell she was. So her, even at this point, pimping out her daughter to do that, you did it, and you didn't even know if you was gonna get a bag. For real. So I mean, you lucky that it turned into something.
Well, for the record,
sure did.
For the record,
$1 billion worth of something.
Well, for the record, I'm on Ray J's side with this one. Let's see how this plays out.
Take it to court, though. My whole thing is take it to court. If that's the case, take it to court. You don't need to be out here. See, this kind of goes back to the fact that everybody's mad that that Kim Kardashian is what she is. Like, the fact of the matter is you have to give the girl and her mom some props. They're both business women. And while they didn't know what could happen, if you're going to pimp your daughter out, pimp her out to the highest level. I'm not saying you should pimp your daughters out, please. I'm not saying that. But to Shawn's point, this is an R. Kelly mom. You know what I'm saying? She ain't getting no $100,000 and moving on. This is a whole situation, a whole family. It's $1 billion situation. So guess what, Ray J? Go to court. Take her to court and keep
Well,
pushing.
you know, he thrives like a lot of folks on attention, so you want to put it out there because he needs to feed his void of. Is he narcissistic? You know, I don't think he's as narcissistic. He might be low grade narc. But he's the type of person that needs all the attention, so he's going to share this. Again, Cindy, I'm going to just say it for the record, and then B, we're going to give you the last word. We're going to get out of here. Ray J, who I don't really like this. I don't like Ray J like that. But I'm with you, man. I'm with you on this. Let's rattle this Kardashian empire a little bit. B, you get the last word, and then we're going to get out of here. Let's clap. Put a number 1 chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2. Cindy, what's the cash app real quick?
$S Harvey Morning Show.
And don't forget, guys, September the 30th, Miss Miko Big Birthday Bash right here on Friday, September the 30th. Cindy J's Birthday Bash, New York City, October the 27th. Comedy in Harlem, 508 East 117th Street. Get your tickets. They're moving. We're about the 20 tickets. The place fits about 90. We want to try to sell this place out with your help. And thank you so much. We truly appreciate you. And this Sunday, Ed Lover at the IMU 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania. We got a lot going on here, and we do appreciate you guys for liking and sharing the page. And thank you so much. B, you get the last word.
Thank you. So listen, guys, I just want to say happy Monday. It's a great start to a great week, Motivation Monday. Thank you, Shawn and Cindy, as always. I always enjoy starting my morning with you guys. Thank you to everyone in the chat room. Some of you guys actually came to LGL last week. I just want to thank you guys. It was a great show and a great topic. Thanks for your feedback. And, I'm just going to say, hey, stay out them phones. Don't run anybody over with your minivan.
Right. And don't go to Kroger's. Cindy, all right, guys, a great show today. We're looking at third camera. Let's just say bye to them. All right, guys, we see you guys tomorrow. Cindy, we are out of here. No music. No music.